Eckstein. Warren is the author of How to Get Your Cat to Do What You Want and How to Get Your Dog to Do What You Want. He's here to answer all your pet and animal questions. And now, Warren Eckstein.
Is your pug acting a little pushy? Does your new calico have you crazed? Are your labradoodles behaving a little bit loony? Well, if you love animals, care about wildlife and the environment, and want to really know how your dogs and cats think and why they behave the way they do, stay tuned, because once again, right here, right now, it is time for the Pet Show. America's first and only real pet psychology, training, behavior, and of course, pet lifestyle show. So hop up on my couch. Bring those furry little buddies with you, folks, because it's that time once again to let the animal analyzing begin. Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm Warren Eckstein. This is the Pet Show, the place where we absolutely, positively, never a doubt about it, love, adore, and as I stress every single week, respect pets and animals as much as you do. By the way, if you'd like to join me on the ever-growing Pet Show family, let's say you're being outsmarted by your dog or cat. They're chewing, they're jumping, you don't know what to do, they're making you nuts, or maybe you're making them nuts. If you have a question about your pet, you have come to the right place. If you want to join the ever-growing Pet Show family, and believe me, we are ever-growing. If you have a question or a comment, want to share a story, brag about that new dog or cat you're fostering or adopted, give me a call. That is what this show's all about. Hoping you, or helping you, at least coping with your pets, or helping your pets cope with you. Phone number here at the Pet Show. Oh, by the way, did I happen to mention that everyone that calls in and gets to me live today on the air will be getting a fabulous gift for their best friend. It's not for you. It's for your dog or cat. Many of the items I'm giving away on today's show are worth $25, $35, $40 and more. So if you call in and get through to me live on the air, a fabulous gift will be on its way to your home. And it's okay if you want to lie to your dog or cat. You don't have to tell them it came from me. You can say you went out and bought it yourself. Phone number here at the Pet Show, 866-870-KRLA. That's 866-870-KRLA. Or if you're a numbers person like I am, 866-870-5752, 866-870-5752. That is the way to get through. Plenty of time for your calls. Lots of great stuff to give away on today's show. I'll give you a list a little bit later. Just a reminder, grab your pens and papers, because tomorrow I will be doing a very, very special appearance. Probably one of the first ones I've done in a long, long time, where I'm not going to be broadcasting tomorrow. I am just going to be showing up to answer all of your pet and animal questions. I'll be there evaluating your dogs, taking a look at your dogs, helping you out. Lots of great stuff to be given away. I'll give you more information a little bit later. And by the way, if you happen to be looking to adopt a new family member that doesn't walk upright, bottom line is there'll be several organizations there with pets for adoption. And I personally, if you decide you're looking for a dog or a cat for the family, I personally will help you evaluate and choose the right pet for your family. So I'll give you more information. That's going to be tomorrow at Sepulveda Dog Basin Park in Encino. More information coming up a little bit later. The phone number, 866-870-KRLA, 866-870-5752. Here is what I have planned for today, but you guys know I say it every single week. It's only if we have time. Your phone calls always take priority. But here's what I'd like to talk about on today's show. You know, when our pets have physical or behavioral issues, the pet's guardian can suffer tremendous stress, but maybe there is help on the way. Veterinary social workers, have you ever heard that term? People have described me as an animal social worker for years, but now there's actually a trained group of veterinary social workers. I'll explain coming up. Maybe a field you might want to consider getting into. Also coming up on today's show, your furry friend's health may mimic your own. How to find clues about your own well-being at your pet's next vet visit. Maybe the next time you need a checkup, maybe you should be checked up by your veterinarian as well. Also coming up, how to make training enjoyable for both you and the pet. It's a key to a well-behaved dog, and why pet guardians are throwing more parties for their pets than ever before. Gives new meaning to the term party animal. And if we have time, I'll give you more information on that special appearance I'll be making tomorrow. Plenty of time for your questions and comments. Lots of great pet stuff to give away. So if your pet happens to be jumping, humping, digging, not housebroken, Separation anxiety. Your cat's depressed, hates other dogs. Some people take your dog for a lovely little stroll around the neighborhood. All of a sudden he sees another dog and Benji turns into Cujo. Or if he believes that it walks into your home, he must hump it. Give me a call. Phone number 866-870-KRLA, 866-870-5752. That is the way to get through. As I said, plenty of time for your calls. Lots of great stuff to give away. The question of the day is, have you ever thrown a party for your pets? Have you ever thrown a party for your pets? I have been to doggy engagement parties. I have been to several doggy weddings. I have been to bark mitzvahs for dogs, birthday parties, obviously, anniversary where people, I actually got invited to an anniversary where two dogs, they had a marriage for two dogs. This was in New York years ago. And then at the end of the first year, they actually had a first year. Well, you're looking at me like I'm crazy, Alex. They had a first year anniversary party for their dogs. And of course, I went. Who am I to judge? There you go. 866-870. Why you? Suzette's looking at me like I'm crazy from the other studio. Alex looking at me like I totally lost it. 866-870-KRLA, the phone number. 866-870-5752. Plenty of time for you guys. Lots of great stuff to give away. I am really, really excited about the appearance tomorrow. We'll talk more about that a little bit later. I got so many emails from my listeners that said, Warren, when are you coming to Florida? We love you in Florida. Warren, when are you coming back to Long Island? We love you on Long Island. But you're right, you know, my home is right here in beautiful Santa Monica, California. So I will be doing this appearance here. 866-870-KRLA, 866-870-5752. Plenty of time for your calls. Lots of great stuff to give away. If you're not in a listening area and you have friends that may not be able to hear me on the radio, remember that we are doing it live on Facebook as well. And that address is facebook.com/WarrenPet. Facebook.com/WarrenPet. If you want to shoot a question over there, I'll try to see if I can answer some questions from there as well. But anyway, plenty of time for your calls. Lots of great stuff to give away. And just a reminder, I never talk about this, but I do have a YouTube channel. There's lots of great stuff there. So if you'd like to check it out, it's youtube.com/Warren Eckstein, ECKSTEIN, youtube.com/Warren Eckstein. You want to check that out as well. 866-870-KRLA, the phone number, 866-870-5752. So from the calls starting to come in, I can see this is going to be quite an interesting show, Alex and Suzette, because I see one of my first calls from Dennis in Sherman Oaks is, Warren, can dogs be gay? Now, you might not think that's a common question that I get asked, but it is a common question. So let's shoot right over to Dennis in Sherman Oaks. Hey, Dennis, welcome to the Pet Show.
I was informed by your screener to tell you that I don't have a pet, so donate my gift.
I will donate your gift. But listen, if you don't have a pet, you live right in Sherman Oaks. Why don't you come out tomorrow, say hello, shake my hand, and maybe you'll wind up adopting a great dog.
Yeah, the thing is, the building I live in, it doesn't allow dogs.
They don't allow dogs?
Yeah.
How about cats?
That I don't know about.
Well, ask about cats. If they don't allow dogs or cats, tell them you're going to get a pet rat. Watch how fast they say, a little dog will be fine. I promise you.
Okay.
So what's your question for me? I see you want to know if dogs can be gay, I guess, huh?
Yeah, I would think it's possible that maybe some dogs would. I don't know if it's a general rule, though.
Well, why would you think that animals would not have the ability or the potential to be gay?
No. Actually, I think that they do.
Oh, okay, well, listen, let me explain. I remember years ago when I wrote my autobiography, I was doing a segment on the Howard Stern show on radio. Yeah, Howard Stern's producer has been a friend of mine for many years. And when the book came out, my autobiography, they asked me to do the show. And I was a little hesitant. Why do I want to go on the Howard Stern show? Why do I want to put myself under that? But anyway, the first question Howard asked me was, Warren, can dogs be gay? And my response was, yes, absolutely they can. Now, a lot of people misinterpret a dog's behavior. For example, if there's two male dogs at a park and they're mounting each other, or if there's two female dogs at a park and they're mounting each other, that is not necessarily sexual behavior. That behavior, as a matter of fact, is dominant behavior. But if you're asking me, There's no proven fact about this, but having trained well over 40,000 animals, if you're saying, Warren, can animals be gay? Not just dogs, can animals be gay? My answer to you is a behaviorist with lots of experience, lots of education, and lots of training, where I disagree with the majority. I believe, yes, all living things can be gay.
Warren, I got a really great joke for you.
Can you say it on the air?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, you know how a lot of dogs, probably most, will bark to songs?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Well, how can you tell a gay dog? He barks only to show tunes. I had to get that in.
You did get that in, but yeah, it's a great question. I will donate. It's a great question. I got to move on. But it's a great question, by the way, because I do get that question a lot. A lot of people want to know because they see a male dog, and yeah, so they do. So what's the big deal? Why even ask the question? Of course, animals can be gay. All animals can be gay. Agree or disagree with me, give me a call. Let me know. 866-870-KRLA, the phone number, 866-870-5752. What absolutely makes me crazy is someone who's concerned about the sexuality of their dog or cat. That would really concern me. But you're absolutely right. It's a great question. I do get it a lot. And there are a lot of people in my field that would disagree with me, but that's the way I see it. I see it as I see it. 866-870-KRLA, the phone number, 866-870-5752. Just a reminder that on today's show, everyone that calls in will be getting a fabulous gift. Let me give you a list of what I'm giving away on today's show. Hit it, Alex. On today's show, I'll be giving away my own Hugs and Kisses vitamin mineral supplement treats. I'll be giving away some great samples of Lucy pet food. I'll be giving away kids and pet stain and odor remover samples. Those T-shirts, we just ordered some new ones. Gosh, I can't keep them in stock. Those T-shirts that say none of my friends walk upright. Copies of my behavior books, either How to Get Your Dog or How to Get Your Cat to Do What You Want. Lucy Pet's Cat's Incredible Cat Litter. Arthrosuit Gold. Mushroom Max, as well as a brand new line of products from my good friends over at NatureVet, made with hemp seed oil. There's one for allergies, one for calming, one for joint health, one for immune. So everyone that calls in and does in fact get through to me live on today's show will be getting one of those phenomenal gifts for their best friend. So it's a great time to call me, 866-870-5752, 866-870-KRLA. 866-870-KRLA. That is the way to get through. And the question again is, have you ever thrown a party for your pets? Am I that crazy? Am I that eccentric? Or do you guys do it as well? Give me a call, 866-870-5752. That is the way to get through. Lots of great stuff to go through with you guys today. So let me do this. Let me take a quick break right now. We'll come right back to your phone calls, 866-870-KRLA. I'd love to get somebody to answer this question is, have you thrown a party for your pets? I have been, as I said, to every imaginable party for dogs and cats. And I'm not talking about, I'm talking about politicians. I remember going to a party for the mayor of New York's dog, who I had trained. See, the dog was peeing all over Gracie Mansion in New York City. I came in, I resolved the problem. The dog stopped peeing in the mansion. The mayor invited me to a party for his dog. Interesting life I've had. It really has been. 866-870, that was, by the way, that was Mayor Koch. 866-870-KRLA, 866-870-5752. Lots of time for your calls, lots of great stuff to give away. If you have a question or comment, want to share a story, or tell me, every time someone calls and tells me on the air about some phenomenal new dog or cat or a senior pet or a dog or cat with some type of challenges, anytime someone calls me with one of those questions, we always get more people say, wow, maybe I can adopt a dog like that. Maybe I can adopt a cat that is blind or deaf. So great time to call me, 866-870-KRLA. A quick break, then right back to your phone calls. Moose is a good dog. Hey, we are back on the Pet Show. I'm Warren Eckstein on this beautiful Saturday morning. Great time to give me a call. Plenty of time for your calls. Lots of great stuff to give away on today's show. Everyone who calls and gets to me live will be getting a great gift for their best friend. I'll talk more about the appearance tomorrow because it's kind of like the first time I've done this in a long time. I'm not doing the radio show tomorrow. It's just me and you talking about your pets, evaluating your pets, analyzing your pets, more analyzing you than maybe your dogs or cats. We'll talk more about that a little bit later. Just a note here, and this is so important to me. I was reading an article this week about training, and someone said to me, I get so frustrated when I'm training my dog. It's really horrible. Listen to something that's real important. Training should be an enjoyable experience for you as well as your dog. If you're not in the right mood for training nor feeling particularly patient that day, go inside, delay the session to another time. Trying to work with your dog or work with any animal when you're not in a good mood, you're not up for it, can really, really set the training back. So make sure before you go out to train your dog, put a smile on your face. You can fool me, you can't fool your dog. Make sure you're in the right frame of mind to work with your best friend. 866-870-KRLA, the phone number. Let me get back to the busy phone lines here. Let's go to Dale in Anaheim. Hey, Dale, welcome to the Pet Show. Hey,
I'm
Dale,
here.
how you doing?
Okay, I've got two questions. One, regarding your hugs and kisses, which I just ran out of, is a multivitamin supplement?
Well, it's more than just supplements, vitamins. It's a lot of minerals in there as well. So everything your dog needs is in the hugs and kisses. But the number one ingredient is that natural lecithins, which is real important for skin, coat, and eyes.
Does it have vitamin C?
It doesn't, but see, vitamin C is kind of an interesting factor here. Do dogs need vitamin C? Dogs really produce their own vitamin C. However, there are certain dogs with issues where vitamin C may be accepted. And you know, giving dogs vitamin C, usually if it's not used, they'll just urinate the excess out. I would not be giving your dog excessive vitamin C. What we have in Hugs and Kisses is fine, but I would not be giving your dogs excessive vitamin C unless you speak to your veterinarian first.
Okay, because someone said my dog needed vitamin C, but I couldn't understand that.
And who told you that?
A salesman at a pet store.
Was he trying to sell you something with vitamin C?
That's what it's trying to do.
There you go. There you go. And there's always question, even if you were to go online and look up vitamin C for dogs, the majority of places you're going to look, whether it be PetMD or WebMD, are going to tell you that it's really not necessary unless it's a specific problem with your dog where he really needs. The amount we have in Hugs and Kisses is a whole different ballgame. That's just a supplement. It's not supplementing with vitamin C by itself.
The main thing is he was diagnosed with an enlarged heart. Is that the same as heart murmur?
No, it's entirely different. What you need to do at this point, have you gone to a cardiologist?
No.
Okay, you need to get the right answer. I mean, it's nothing against your veterinarian, but if your dog was diagnosed with some type of heart problem, my next guess would be, or my next suggestion would be, why don't you get a second opinion from a veterinary cardiologist? And the reason I say that, and again, it's nothing against your vet, but very often by going to a specialist, you say, well, it's going to cost me more money. And the answer is, yeah, it might cost you a little bit more upfront, but generally speaking, you'll get a quicker diagnosis and maybe a quicker resolution. So I would even ask your vet, say, hey, listen, doc, I would love to get a second opinion. Can you recommend a veterinary cardiologist to me?
I see, because he put him on a blood pressure medicine, but now the dog and I both take that.
Well, there you go. But you may need it. The dog may need it. I don't know. But no, that's beyond my expertise. But the bottom line at this point is I would definitely recommend that you seek out and check out a veterinary cardiologist and get the recommendation from your own vet.
Okay, then he wouldn't have any problem giving me that recommendation.
I'm sure he wouldn't. If he does have a problem giving you that recommendation, it's time to get a different doctor.
I see. Okay, the dog loved your hugs and
Well, all right, you know what? All right, listen, don't go anywhere. I'm going to send you some. I'm going to put you on hold, and I'll send you a jar of my own Hugs and Kisses. But I'm not giving too much of my Hugs and Kisses away today, I'm telling you. 866-870-KRLA, the phone number, 866-870-5752. That is the way to get through. Let me see if I can squeeze in Sharon here in Playa del Rey. Hey, Sharon, welcome to the show.
Yes, thank you. My question is, my dog, who is a Shih Tzu, he's about 12 years old, and I've had him almost 4. But what he does, he has no problems. He knows when he looks in the mirror that it's not him or anything. However, in the morning when he wants me to get out of bed or he's hungry or something, I have my closet has sliding mirrored doors, and it runs parallel to my bed. Instead of barking at me, he barks at the image in the mirror. And even if I call his name.
But here's my question, okay?
Oh, okay.
You're sleeping. Sharon is sleeping in beautiful Playa del Rey before she goes out to the Outlaw for some drinks, right?
Right. But I am awake. He knows that. He doesn't wake me up.
Okay.
He's like, want you to get out of bed.
But in other words, you might be awake, you might be thinking about what you're going to do that day, okay, but he wants more attention from Sharon at that point, and he knows that if he barks at that mirror, guess what? What is Sharon going to do?
she's going to eventually either yell at him to be quiet or.
But why should he stop? Why should he stop? Dogs are like children from that perspective. It doesn't make any difference if it's positive attention. It doesn't make any difference if it's negative attention. Believe me, I got plenty of that growing up. The bottom line here, and this is real critical for you to remember, dogs just want the attention. So my recommendation to you is one of two things. Number one, take 2 weeks, buy some extra makeup, and ignore him. Just ignore him. If that doesn't work, then what you may want to try to do is just for a couple of nights, just cover up the mirror area so he can't see in it. And little by little, when he's not able to see in it, maybe he'll change his behavior a little bit. But right now, the best thing you can do is not react in a positive way, not react in a negative way. Just don't react.
What I really wanted to know, though, is the psychology of that when it's the only time that he looks in a mirror, and then instead of barking at me, say, get up, why is he barking at my reflection and no other time?
Is it your reflection he's barking at?
Yes, it's the mirror. He looks in there and he sees the reflection of me laying in the bed, and even if he won't face me to try to say, get up.
Well, that's confusing for a dog. Sometimes dogs don't understand the concept of a mirror. So he's looking at this mirror at you, and then you're also right behind him. So it may be confusing. And the fact that you're not moving that much may be that may be creating a scenario where he's going to bark, because sooner or later, guess what? Sharon's going to move.
Okay, yeah. And that was the thing. I just thought, well, why doesn't he just face me? And so, like I said, he has no other mirror. He knows that dog is not him. It's only then, and I was just curious.
This dog has you so well trained, Sharon.
He is.
Yeah, but so just try ignoring him. I'm sure it's going to make all the difference.
Oh, yeah. It was just an oddity, sort of.
Yeah. Well, my life is based on oddity.
I know.
Okay. Anyway, Sharon, look, don't go anywhere. I'm going to put you on hold, and I want to send Sharon for her dog. I am going to send Sharon. What do I want? You know what? I'm going to send you some. I don't know what I want to send you. You know what? I'm going to send you some hemp calming. It's a brand new product from my good friends at Nature Vet. It's made with hemp seed oil. It's an amazing product. The success I've had with it and heard about it. So it's hemp seed oil calming. Got that, Suzette? We're going to send that to you. I appreciate the phone call. 866-870-KRLA. The phone number, 866-870-5752. Plenty. Someday the government will leave the wild horses in the prairies alone and just let them be. That's the way it should be. Hey, we are back on the Pet Show. I'm Warren Eckstein. Great time to give me a call. Plenty of time for your calls. Lots of great stuff to give away. The phone number, 866-870-KRLA. If you're a new listener, many of the items you're going to hear me give away today are worth $35, $40 and more. The phone number, 866-870-5752. Everyone that calls in and gets through to me live will get a great gift for their friend Larry, Pam, Tom. Don't go anywhere. Just want to remind everyone that I'm going to be doing a special appearance tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to it because I haven't done one of these in a while. You know, generally when I'm out in the public, I'm doing a live remote broadcast, and I try to answer your questions as much as I can. And even here on the radio show for 33 years, I answer your questions, but there's time limitations. So tomorrow, there's no time limitations because I'll be at the Sepulveda Dog Basin Park in Encino. I'll be there from like 10:30 to like 2. I'll be answering all of your pet and animal questions. I'll be evaluating your dogs. There's no time limit on I got to go to a commercial break. I'll have plenty of time to resolve any issues that you may be having with your pets. And by the way, thanks to my sponsors, many of the products you hear me giving away here on the show today and weekly, I'll be giving away samples of tomorrow as well. So that's tomorrow. You're not going to want to miss this. It's a great event. There'll be great dogs for adoption there. Delaney's Dogs, Foxy and the Hounds, Tales of the City, one of my favorite organizations, the Brittany Foundation, Dogs Without Partners, NKLA Initiative. It's going to be an incredible day. You're not going to want to miss it. Take it from me. That's tomorrow at the Sepulveda Basin Off-Leash Dog Park, which, by the way, is located at 17550 Victory Boulevard in Encino. You can go to my website, thepetshow.com, for more information. I'm telling you, this is going to be a very special event. And if you really want me to evaluate your dog, if you really want me to help you answer all of your pet and animal questions and tell you what you may be doing wrong or right and how to resolve any issues you're having, a lot more in depth than I can do here on the show, you're not going to miss tomorrow. Again, that's tomorrow. I'll be there from like 10:30 to 2. Again, Sepulveda Basin Off-Leash Dog Park, which is located at 17550 Victory Boulevard in Encino. Come on out. say hello, shake my hand. I want to hug and kiss all your pets and give you some advice on how to resolve any issues you might be having with them or perhaps they may be having with you. The phone number here, 866-870-KRLA, 866-870-5752. Let's go to Larry in Simi Valley. Hey, Larry, welcome to the Pet Show.
Thank you, Warren, and listen to you all the time. My granddaughter is moving here to live with us, and she's bringing her two big Mastiff 200-pound dogs with her and a lab. And I've got my Aussie that is a rescue dog, and I love him so much. And I'm afraid these big dogs and all these dogs are going to intimidate him.
Well, let me ask you a question. This is your daughter's dog. That's the daughter's dogs that's coming, right?
My granddaughter.
Granddaughter.
Yeah.
Where does she live now?
Virginia.
Okay. So my question to you is, did you speak to her about how her dogs normally relate to other dogs?
No, I didn't.
See, the first question I would be asking, Larry, is to your granddaughter is, listen, how do your dogs generally react to other dogs? When you take them for a walk, do they get along well with other dogs? This is a little bit more difficult than just adding dogs to your home. And the reason is because she's coming to move from Virginia to California, and there's a lot of changes going on, not only for you, not only for her, but for the three dogs as well. They've been living in Virginia. Now they're out here in California. They're moving to a new home, which is traumatic enough. They're going to be introduced to a new dog. When is she actually moving?
Probably within a month.
Okay. What I'd like you to do right now, how does your dog get along with other dogs?
Oh, very well.
Okay, what I would try to do is, if possible, try to make the introduction of your dog with her dogs away from your home when they first meet. If in fact her dogs are good with other dogs, that's the question here. I would meet them on neutral territory, and then what I would also do is make sure when they come to your home that many of the items that they would have had in Virginia are already down in the home. A lot of familiar things. Maybe she can ship up their beds and ship up some of their treats, some of their food, some of their toys. So not only they have that when they come into the home, but this way your dog can get used to it before the fact as well. If you introduce them on neutral territory and make sure you end on a positive note, little by little, you will find that they should mesh with each other. Now, I've had as many as 30 dogs at one time, and they were street dogs. But then again, it's me. This is what I do professionally. But if you follow my advice a little bit at a time, make sure it always ends on a positive note, you should be able to make that adaptation. Just never leave them alone together until you're sure that everyone's getting along with everybody else.
You mean take them out away from the house?
Yeah, take your dog. Yeah, take your dog. In other words, if they come to your home, your dog's going to feel territorial right off the bat. This is my house. All of a sudden, there's three interlopers coming in. But if they meet on neutral turf, you don't have that fear to deal with. But also, there's a lot of other things, a lot of other smells, not just dog on dog. So it may distract them a little bit from each other till they can focus gradually on each other and get to know each other a little better. A few times that, and I think you'll be absolutely fine.
Oh, great. Thank you.
And Larry, if you have a chance, you should come out tomorrow. Really, I can go into a lot more depth tomorrow. You can come on out. It's not that far. I know where you are. In the meantime, I'm going to put you on hold. I'm going to send you a copy of How to Get Your Dog to Do What You Want. That is my book. Follow the First Pet Psychology. By the way, there's also, if you go to my website, thepetshow.com, there's also some free articles on introducing one dog or two dogs or three dogs to other dogs as well. So I want you to take a look at that at thepetshow.com. You know, it's interesting, but literally when I had 30 dogs at one time, and a lot of actually two of my dogs came right out of a dog fighting ring. It's so important to understand that you have to make sure if you end on a positive note all the time, little by little, the relationship will build. But what often happens, people rush it, and when people rush the problem, that's where the problem gets worse. Hey, the phone number here at the Pet Show, great time to give me a call. I still got books to give away, Lucy Pet Food, Kids and Pets, t-shirts, 866-870-KRLA, 866-870-5752, 866-870-5752. That is the way to get through. I have plenty of time to answer your questions. Lots of great stuff to give away. And I want you guys to answer mine as well. Have you ever thrown a party for your pets? Don't be embarrassed. It's just me and you. Give me a call, 866-870-5752. And we are back on the Pet Show. Coming up, how your dog's physical feeling and mental feeling may reflect how you are physically healthy or not. We'll talk about that coming up a little bit later. The phone number, 866-870 888-870 KRLA. I'm going to remind you again about this appearance tomorrow. I don't know when I'm going to do it again, but I try to answer as many questions as I can on the air here. Tomorrow is going to be one of the few times where I'll be able to spend as much time as I need to really resolve any issues you or your pet may be having with each other. You get some great gifts at the same time. I got lots of stuff I'll be giving away tomorrow as well. And that's going to be taking place between, let's say, 10:30 and 2 at the Sepulveda Basin Off-Leash Dog Park, which is in Encino. It's going to be a great day out there. Be vendors out there, dogs and cats for adoption. I'll be giving away stuff. If you want more information, just go to my website, thepetshow.com, thepetshow.com. And I'm looking forward to seeing all of you tomorrow and shaking hands. We've been talking to each other for 33 years. Don't you think it's time we met each other? I think it is. Let me get back to the busy phone lines here. Let's go to New Holland, Pam. Hey, Pam, welcome to the show.
Hi, doctor. Thank you very much.
You can call me Warren. That's fine, Pam.
I have a couple of questions. I have a Shih Tzu and a Pointer, but the Shih Tzu was just diagnosed with nasal carcinoma.
Okay.
And it was not differentiated. There was a cytology report done on him. And I guess my question is, at this point, they're saying keep him comfortable.
How old is the dog?
He's 6 years old.
Okay, he's a relatively young one. Now, let me ask you a question. Have you gone to a veterinary oncologist, or is this your general veterinarian that diagnosed this?
A general veterinarian.
Yeah, you need to get you need to get a second opinion.
Second opinion.
You need to go to a veterinary oncologist, absolutely. In other words, you would do that for any type of cancer with any member of the family, and our pets being that, obviously, I can tell how much you love the dog. And it's not that this is not negating your veterinarian. When I tell people to get a second opinion, when I do often, it's you want to speak to someone who focuses specifically on cancer every single day. Not that your vet is wrong or right, and your vet may be really qualified to deal with it, but sometimes seeing a specialist just may get a quicker resolution or a quicker answer. So I'm always a fan when there's especially when we're talking about cancer, I'm always a fan of getting an opinion from an oncologist. Now, your dog is relatively young, and generally it shows up, this type of nasal cancer shows up either with dogs get older. It's more common with a dog with a longer face, which obviously a Shih Tzu doesn't have. So at this point, what I would do, get a second opinion, let your vet speak to the veterinary oncologist, and let's come up with some way of treating it. It's only a 6-year-old dog. Is there a cure? I don't know, but the bottom line is let's try everything we possibly can, and getting that a second opinion is really going to put your mind at ease a little bit.
Yes, doctor. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And listen, don't. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry. It's just a terrible thing because we have to go through with with them when they're with everything that they're going through. So.
Yeah, I know. Listen, you're absolutely right. Listen, I have my own dog now, Cisco, who most of you know was rescued from a horrendous hoarding case in Acton, California, and basically I had to fight with the county of Los Angeles to get the dog released with 200 other dogs. Anyway, Cisco, my own dog now, is 16 years old. So I'm dealing with a lot, there's tears in my eyes every day, but smiles at the same time. Just last night, he grabbed the ball at 4 o'clock, or it was in the afternoon, said, let's play, Pop, and I was there with him. So, as they get older, we have to anticipate, but we just have to remember that as good pet guardians, we're doing everything we possibly can to keep them as healthy as we possibly can. And the bottom line is, in your case, I would definitely recommend the veterinary oncologist. I'm going to move on, Pam, but I'm going to put you on hold, and I want to send you something, Pam. So I'm going to send you, I don't know what to send you because we want to find out what's absolutely wrong with the dog first. But you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send you some pet food. I'm going to send you Lucy Pet Formers for Life pet food. It's amazing when I tell you the results and the response that I've been getting from people that I've switched to Lucy Pet Formers for Life pet food. What a difference it has made. And I do appreciate that phone call. 866-870-KRLA, the phone number. Got to take a quick break. When we come back, we have Tom, Daniel, Cynthia, Rosie. Pam, we're going to get to all your calls. We got a whole other hour to go. So I got plenty of time to give you stuff, plenty of time for your calls. But and we are back on the Pet Show on Warren Eckstein. Plenty of time for your calls. Daniel, Cynthia, Rosie, don't go anywhere. We got a whole other hour to go. But right now, let me shoot over to Tom in West LA. Hey, Tom, welcome to the show.
Hi, Warren. You've helped me a lot over the years, and I'm always glad to talk to you.
If I run out of time, I may have to put you on hold and hold you over, but you can start. Go ahead.
Okay, anyway, my neighbors have 3 dogs, and they always neglect them. They don't do anything. They throw food for them. They don't walk them. They don't do anything. They just throw some food out there. Anyway, they have one is a big one. It's a shepherd, and he kind of chews through the fence, and the little ones come over and they play with my dog, which I like. But when they come home from work or wherever, they say bad dog and spank them. This is a shepherd, because they don't want their dogs come anywhere around us. And it's like, we're not friends or anything. I can't stand them because I don't like stupid anti-animal people or anything. And it's hard to deal with.
So these people leave their dogs outside in the yard during the day. The shepherd.
Sometimes they do.
Okay.
Sometimes they do, but sometimes they lock them in a room somewhere.
Okay, but what we have to differentiate is abuse from neglect from abuse, what's legal, what's not legal. So what I'm going to do, let me do this. I don't want to rush you through this, Tom. I'm going to put you on hold. Can you hang for a while?
Yeah.
I'm going to put you on hold, Tom. We're going to take a break in just about 30 seconds. I'll answer your question when we come back. Daniel, don't go anywhere. You got a great question. Cynthia in Los Angeles, also Rosie in Pasadena. Great time to give me a call is when I break, like right now. Plenty of time for your calls. Lots of great stuff to give away. If you had difficulty getting through, now's the time to call. 866-870-KRLA, 866-870-5752, 866-870-5752. Plenty of time for your calls. Lots of great stuff to give away. I'm Warren Eckstein. You're listening to The Pet Show.
Warren Eckstein, the man for your pets. We tried to stumble, but we haven't yet. Your dog is barking, your cat is the fox. Your ferret's chewed up all your favorite socks. You should know how to get inside your pet's head. But maybe it's you who needs to be trained instead.
And we are back on The Pet Show. I'm Warren Eckstein on this beautiful Saturday. I guess it's afternoon now, 12:03, Saturday afternoon. Beautiful in Southern California. I don't know what it's like in the rest of the country, but enjoy your day no matter what. Plenty of time for your calls. Lots of great stuff to give away. Tom will get right to you. Daniel, Cynthia, and Rosie. I still got some hugs and kisses to give away, Lucy pet food to give away, Kids and Pets, T-shirts, books, Cats Incredible, Arthur Gold, Mushroom Max, Hemp Oil Allergy, Calming, Immune and Joint. Plenty of stuff to give away. Everyone that calls in and gets through to me live on the air, thanks to my sponsors, will be getting a great gift. Again, a quick reminder that, sometimes when I answer questions here on the phone, we've been doing it for 33 years, I can give you the best answer I can. But if you really want in-depth answers and really want me to meet and evaluate your dog, tomorrow's your opportunity. Maybe the last one for a while, but I'll be not broadcasting. I'll be appearing tomorrow from like 10:30 to 2 at Sepulveda Basin Off-Leash Dog Park on Victory Boulevard in Encino. It's going to be a great day. Dogs for adoption, vendors. I got tons of free samples to give away, but most importantly, I will take the time to answer your questions thoroughly and evaluate every dog that's brought to me. And if you're looking for a new pet for the home with some of the adoption agencies, I will actually help you and guide you in making sure you get the right pet for you. If you want more information or directions, it's Sepulveda Basin Off-Leash Dog Park in Encino. Just go to my website, thepetshow.com, all one word, thepetshow.com, and all the information will be there. And as I said, lots of great stuff I'll be giving away tomorrow as well. Phone number here, 866-870-KRLA. Before the break, we were talking to my friend Tom in West Los Angeles. Tom, here's the scenario. I served as a peace officer for many, many, many years in New York State as a member of the League for Animal Protection. And it's really, really difficult to discern what abuse is and what abuse isn't. From my perspective, if you're not hugging and kissing your dog 24 hours a day, Tom, you're abusing them, okay? However, by law, as long as the dogs have proper food, sustenance, water, and a place to get out of, a shelter, a three-sided shelter, I don't think legally there's anything you can do. However, you said you're not friendly with the people, Tom?
Each other because they like to have parties all night, and I complain to them about it when they do it. So they don't like me either.
Okay, so what you may want to do is listen. Maybe listen. If Trump can speak to North Korea, maybe you can speak to your next door neighbors. Okay, what I would try to do is listen. We both have dogs. We live next to each other. Whatever things have happened in the past, I know you're gone a lot of hours during the day, and I love animals. Do you mind if I chip in once in a while? And if your dogs come over and play with my dogs, I don't have a problem with that, or whatever. Maybe having a positive conversation with them is a much better way to approach it. Sometimes it works wonders. Very often what I find, though, is when you have two neighbors that are having problems with each other over a pet, when the neighbors go into an argument, the abuser tends to take out some of the anger on the pet they're talking about. So you want to be careful about the way you do it, but as long as they're feeding the dog, giving the dog proper food and water and shelter, there's not a whole lot legally that can be done. But I think a conversation with them, and you volunteering, say, listen, I know you guys are working your butts off, so I don't mind. I have a little bit more time. Do you mind if I come over and hang with your dogs? I think that's a much better way to approach it.
I can consider, but I think I'd rather try the guy in North Korea. I think I'd have better luck with him.
Yeah, but your neighbors don't have nuclear weapons, so it may be a little bit easier in a long time. I know it's a tough situation. I know your heart is in the right place, but sometimes the approach of being more assertive and aggressive, or if you were to call someone at this point, first of all, legally, there's nothing they're doing wrong from what you're telling me, and second of all, that may cause more anger toward the pets or more neglect towards the pets. Try having that positive conversation.
Okay, I appreciate it, Warren.
Oh, no problem. Listen, Tom, you should come out and see me tomorrow. Anyway, you West LA. It's not that far. Listen, I'm driving from Santa Monica and Encino. You can go from West LA.
That's a possibility.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this. I want you to come tomorrow. Go to my website, thepetshow.com, for directions. I'm going to put you on hold, and I am going to send you one of my T-shirts, which you should wear when you get it, saying, "None of my friends walk upright. None of my friends walk upright." I'm telling you, those T-shirts, I designed them myself. People laugh because they're all black and white, because you guys know I am the most colorblind person in the world, so all the T-shirts are black and white, but they're really cute. They're wearing them all over the country. I just got a call from someone who spotted one in Maui. 866-870-KRLA, the phone number, 866-870-5752. Plenty of time for your calls. Lots of great stuff to give away. This is a question I don't think I've ever answered before. Daniel in Fontana, welcome to the show.
How you doing, Warren?
I'm doing good. You got me stumped here. I don't know what to tell you.
Too.
What's up?
We got the mother cat had her kittens like 4 days ago, and they were born and they're alive and everything, but their tails are tangled up.
Can't you untie them?
No, they're like too tight.
Wow.
And it happened before last year.
Okay, so here's the bottom line. Daniel, I love your concern, but I'm mad at you. And you want to know why?
No.
Why is this the second year in a row this cat had a litter of kittens?
Well, it's two different mother cats.
Oh, but why aren't they all spayed and neutered?
No, lack of money.
No, it's not lack of money. See, I get that a lot. There's no such thing as lack of money. In Southern California, there are organizations that will spay and neuter for almost nothing, and many will do it for absolutely nothing. So there's no excuse for not spaying and neutering the animals. And you see the scenario. If this happened to the cat that time, it may happen again, and the next pregnancy may actually kill the cat. So what I want you to do, this is beyond my expertise, I want you to speak to someone locally at a shelter, or speak to a humane or rescue group in your area. If you can't find one, you can always check out the Pet Press. They have a listing there, or you can go to my website. There's a listing of many groups there as well. You need to get the kittens to see a veterinarian, and then what you need to do is hook up with one of these organizations, and you need to get these animals spayed and neutered.
Yeah, that's Warren. There's a lady that comes out here. She's from Lake Elsinore, California.
Yeah.
And she's an animal rescue.
Yeah.
Her name is Barbara.
Well, yeah, and about her, what's your question for me?
Okay, you wouldn't know her, huh?
No, listen, I deal with thousands of people across the U.S., Canada, England, and China with animal rescue.
She came out here and she picked up 14 of our own cats. They were not our cats, the neighbor cats.
Yeah, well, you know what? She did. Thank God for people like that. Bless her for doing that, and I really appreciate it. But Dan, you got to follow on my advice. You got to get these cats and get them spayed and neutered. There are many organizations. Go get a number of local organizations, free spay and neutering, low-cost spay and neutering. But I would call up a veterinarian and find out one of the local humane organizations, and they'll guide you further. I got to move on, Daniel, but I'm going to put you on hold, and we're going to send Daniel. For his cats. You know what, let's send him some Lucy Pet's Cats Incredible Cat Litter. Tough call. People don't understand. You know, we talk about spay and neutering. Do we have the answer to overpopulation? Yeah, we do. The answer to overpopulation is education, low cost, and free spay and neutering. But it's also education, because there are certain groups of people that think it's not right to spay or neuter. I had an argument with someone last year at an event I was doing. So more importantly, spay and neuter, it's the right thing to do morally. It's the right thing to do physiologically. It prevents a lot of physical problems with your pets as well. If someone has a better answer for that, give me a call, 866-870-KRLA, 866-870-5752. That is the way to get through. Let me go to Cynthia. Hey, Cynthia, welcome to the show.
Hi, Warren. How are you today?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing good. I call you every so often because you always have the right answer.
Well, you're going to come out and see me tomorrow, Cynthia? You're going to come out and say hello tomorrow?
You know, I do a farmer's market, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would love.
Well, then send me a couple of tomatoes instead.
Okay. Well, anyway, the reason I'm calling is my Maltese is about 13, and he's so loyal to me, and he'll follow me everywhere. So, like, I like to sprint up this hill near my house, and he'll try to keep up with me. Like, I'll say, "Come on, Sasha, come on, Sasha." And because he's so loyal to me, he'll do it. And I'm just wondering if I'm overextending him because he is a little old.
Let me ask you a question. When he gets up to the top of the hill, is he panting?
Is he panting? A little bit, yeah.
Not really much?
Well, you know what he does? He'll kind of scurry up, but then he'll slow down, and then I mean, it's not very long.
I think it's fine. You know, I was talking before. I have the same thing with my guy Cisco. How much do you do? How much do you stop him from doing? You know, Cisco's 16 years old. You know, 16 years old, and so he does this every afternoon. Denise will bail me out every afternoon. Come 3-4 o'clock, because I'm up at 3-4 o'clock in the morning. So sometimes I'll take a little nap in the afternoon, and I'll try to sleep, and all of a sudden I hear, "Arr!" And Cisco's in the bedroom with me, and he's picking up a tennis ball, he's picking up some schmata, he's picking up this, he's picking up that, and he wants to play for like a half hour. So I keep it down to 15 minutes, because sometimes, like a kid, they'll overdo it. But as long as he wants to do it, as long as his mind is there, I think keeping that mental stimulation is important. If you notice him limping afterwards or breathing too hard, maybe you'd want to slow it down a little bit. But at 13 years old, I would say let him do what he wants to do.
Okay, so I shouldn't try and stop him.
No, not unless you notice something physically going wrong, or breathing overly hard, or he's limping. I would say leave well enough alone.
Okay, great. Thanks, Warren.
Hey, listen.
I appreciate
My pleasure. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to put you on hold, and I am going to send you for your dog. You know what? 13 years old. We want to keep him healthy. We want to keep him happy. I am going to send you, I'm going to send you some Arthur Gold. Keep those hips and joints in the best shape ever. 866-870-KRLA, the phone number, 866-870-5752. Again, a reminder, if you are not following me on YouTube, you should, youtube.com/Warren Eckstein, youtube.com/Warren Eckstein. That is the way to get through. Or you can follow me on Facebook, facebook.com/The Pet Show as well. Plenty of time for your calls. Lots of great stuff to give away. Really looking forward to meeting you guys tomorrow. And the reason I keep bringing that up is because it's been, I don't remember the last time I was able to just sit down with you guys and have a conversation about your pets. Yeah, maybe a little crazy, but we'll have plenty of time to talk to you tomorrow, answer all of your questions, and actually put my hands on your dogs and say, wow, this is the problem, or this is the problem. You know what? You're the problem. You know I'm going to blame it on you guys. You know that's me. Anyway, that's tomorrow, and I want to meet as many of you as possibly can. I got lots of great stuff to give away as well. Plus, there'll be lots of animals for adoption. So come on out tomorrow. I don't know when I'm going to have the opportunity to do this again without the broadcast. So that's tomorrow. I'll be there from like 10:30 to probably like 2:30. Anyway, it's Sepulveda Basin Off-Leash Dog Park, Victory Boulevard in Encino. For more information, go to my website, thepetshow.com. Hey, the phone number here, 866-870-KRLA, 866-870-5752. That is the way to get through. Great time to call me. A quick break, then we'll get right back to your phone calls. And we are back on The Pet Show. I'm Warren Eckstein. Great time to give me a call, 866-870-KRLA. I'll give you more about the appearance tomorrow. I really want to speak to as many of you as possible. But right now, let me get back to the busy phone lines. Great time to call me. So I got lots of great stuff to give away. I got some Cats Incredible, Mushroom Max, Lucy Pet Food, T-shirts, copies of my books. Let's go to Rosie in Pasadena. Hey, Rosie, welcome to the show.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm doing super. How about you?
I'm fine. I have two rescue dogs. Both were going to be euthanized.
Well, bless you for taking them in.
Oh, they're awesome. They're both around 14, and I have two different problems. I've had them about 11 years. My one rescue dog, Mocha Latte, is blind and deaf, diabetic, has a collapsed trach. She has had crystals on her bladder. Now she's got congestive heart failure and kidney failure, but she's a trooper. And the problem is I'm hand feeding her now because she's really particular. She likes corned beef and barbecue chicken and whatever she wants to eat now. She doesn't really want to eat dog food. But she has really good days and really bad days. And I know she will not be here, a lot longer, but I want to make her last days comfortable.
Of course.
And I have another one, Samantha, who has had a behavior change since this one has been a little bit on the ill side. She's become very protective of her and more aggressive. Like nobody can get near her. She sort of growls at them. Not biting, but like just stay away. She's mine.
No, which is very common. I don't want to run out of time. Which is very common. It's not uncommon for any two living things that have been together and close with each other. When one of them is older and weakened and ill and is kind of getting ready, for that rainbow bridge, we all have to confront that at some time. It would not be unusual for their best friend, whether it be those that walk upright or those that don't walk upright, to become more protective over that. So that's very, very, very common behavior. And it just tells you how amazingly emotional animals can be, contrary to all those jerks out there that say dogs and cats don't have emotions. So that's very, very common. So is your question to me is when you do have to say that final goodbye, how the other dog is going to deal with it?
That's part of it, and how I can deal with it now, because Mocha Latte, the one that's ill right now, she's a trooper. I mean, she goes out and she wants to play with the other dogs. And I live in an apartment, and there's a lot of dogs.
Yeah. So,
this one doesn't want her to play.
So let her play. In other words, I've always told people, you heard me say this earlier, that you have to let them do what they want within reason. If it's playfulness that's hurting her or making her feel worse, that's a different ballgame. But if she wants to play for a few minutes, don't take that away from her, because the mind is just as important as the physical body. And sometimes I've seen dogs that have lived to be 13 and 14, but they had such a great life, they decided to live to be 16 or 17. So I was just let her be. Yeah, just let her play the way she wants to play, the possessiveness with the other dog. But I want to stress this a little bit, and this is real important, okay? Because once you have to say that final goodbye to the dog that's kind of losing it, what you need to understand is the relationship that she has with the dog, the younger dog, is pretty no different than any human relationship, husband and wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, sister, brother. So the best way to deal with grieving is using a little bit of what we call distraction therapy. It's important for the dog to grieve and go through all the 7 stages of grief. But at the same time, it's really critical that if you don't get them out of it for short periods of time, they can go into a major depression, which can actually affect them physically. So my recommendation is, when you do have the other dog and the other dog does pass through the rainbow bridge and the soul moves on to heaven, what I want you to do at that point is distract the other dog. Let him play in the backyard, let him grieve, but maybe take him for a walk in a different neighborhood. Take him for a ride in the car. Even if he doesn't play with toys, get him a new toy. Invite some friends over just to get his mind off of the loss of his best friend at this point. In terms of the older dog, let him play till he can't play anymore, unless you think that he's overdoing it and he's hurting himself. But if he's having a good time and he still wants to play, just like my own guy Cisco was 16, I let him do it.
I've been letting her do it, but the other one, like we walk together, the other one doesn't want her to play. They're both the same age. The other one doesn't want her to play with any of their dogs, like she's possessing her completely.
Well, yeah, and that's understandable. So, but in other words, what I would do at this point, you have 2 older dogs at this point. Let them live out whatever time they have doing whatever they're doing. Can I stop the other dog from being overpossessive of her? Chances are I could, but I'm not going to. They're both older dogs. I don't know how long they're going to be around, a week, 2 weeks, a year. Let them react the way they're reacting. It's normal behavior for 2 dogs that are that close to each other.
That's great, because I just didn't know what to do. And any suggestions on how to get this other one, the one to eat?
Yeah, heat up his food.
I do.
You do heat up the food?
I've heated up the food. I've hand cooked it. I've given them everything.
Have you taken some really smelly fish, like either tuna, salmon, or anchovies, sardines, and put them alongside the other? Listen to me. Put them alongside the other food in a plastic container, leaving it in the refrigerator overnight, and then giving him the dog food the next day after you heat it up, because what'll happen is the dog food now smells like the corned beef, the pastrami, whatever else you're feeding him, without getting all that fat at this point. So you might want to try doing that, heating up the food a little bit more. Whatever you need to flavor it with at this point would be beneficial also. But how is he digesting his food properly? No problems?
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Knock on wood.
And when she eats, except she is diabetic, so, but the vet said, just don't worry, when she eats, she eats.
Exactly. At this stage of the game, how old did you say she was?
14.
At this stage of the game.
Trooper.
Listen.
I should bring her over to let you meet her.
Yeah, you should bring her. I'd love to meet her tomorrow. Yeah, if you get a chance, bring her over. It's going to be right at Encino, right at the park. It's going to be a great day. And I can give you a lot more advice. And once I see her, actually guide you even a little further.
Yeah, she is a trooper. And when she eats, she's like a little piglet.
Well, you give that little piglet a hug and a kiss. I got to move on. I'm going to put you on hold. You give that little piglet a hug and a kiss for me, okay? And I am going to send you for her. You know what? I'm going to send you a jar of my own Hugs and Kisses supplements. By the way, I'll be having some of those, I believe, to give away treats on tomorrow as well. Hey, the phone number here, 866-870-KRLA, 866-870-5752. That is the way to get through. Plenty of time for your calls. Lots of great stuff to give away. I'm going to break in a minute or two. When we come back, we have Sandra. Sandra's a great question. She wants to know why her dog wants to pee on her. We have Lynn in Los Angeles with a Great Dane. We have Irene in Sunland. Great time to call me. I still got some more Hugs and Kisses to give away, Lucy pet food to give away, Kids and Pet Stain and Odor Remover, T-shirts, my book, Cat's Incredible Cat Litter. Everyone who calls in will be getting a great gift for their best friend. Just a reminder, though, I can only talk to you once a week here, but if you want more, well, actually this week, twice a week, I'll be talking to you guys tomorrow. But if you want to follow me during the week, and I do post a lot of stuff, usually not on Mondays. I kind of try to take off Mondays. You can go to my YouTube. It's youtube.com/Warren Eckstein. I'm now doing a lot of tweets as well, so you can follow me at Twitter at Warren Eckstein, or if you want to follow me on Facebook, it's facebook.com/The Pet Show. Facebook.com/The Pet Show. That is the way to get through. Plenty of time for your calls. Lots of great stuff to give away. You know what? Let me start out. I'm going to start the call. If I have to put you on hold, I'll put you on hold. Let's go to Sandra. Hey, Sandra, welcome to The Pet Show.
Hi, Warren. It's so nice to talk to you.
Well, same here. I've been waiting all week to talk to you, Sandra. What can I do for you?
Okay, I have a 5-year-old poodle mix. He's a rescue.
Oh, we don't call them mixes on The Pet Show. We call them generic dogs.
Oh, okay. Well, I got him when he was 10 months old, and he just stays up under me like a child. When we go out on our walks, and if we see a new dog that we have never seen before, and this dog is friendly to me, he hikes his leg up on me and want to pee.
So your dog wants to pee? So your dog wants to pee on you?
Yeah.
So what's the problem?
I want to find out, why does he want to pee?
No, I'm only joking with you. I'm just joking with you. Because he loves you. No, listen.
Is that what it's about?
Yeah, listen, your husband, the boyfriend, girlfriend might give you some roses. They may give you a charm bracelet. That's just all lying, a charm bracelet. They may give you a pearl necklace. They may buy you the best thing you ever wanted to eat, or even a bottle of champagne. But you know what your dog's telling you by peeing on you?
What?
I love you.
Oh,
granted, it's not champagne, Sandra. Okay, but when he sees a new dog, he wants to let that.
I shouldn't spank him for
no,
that.
You shouldn't spank him for anything. You ever see one dog spank another dog?
No.
All right, then why are you spanking your dog?
Okay, well,
Shame
I
on
don't think
you.
he should be peeing on me.
I don't think he should be peeing on you either. So what I want you to do is when you take him for a walk, at least temporarily, what I want you to do is take a little water bottle with you, a little spray bottle. In the spray bottle, I want you to put a little bit of water and just a little bit of ammonia. And when you see a new dog, I want you to take the water and ammonia, and I want you to spray it either on a fire hydrant, or I want you to spray it on a pole. And the reason what I'm doing that is because he can claim that versus claiming your leg at this point.
Okay.
Once he smells the ammonia, he'll be fine.
Okay. All right. And then I want to find out why he stays up under me all the time.
Because he loves you. But this dog,
take a bath, he comes and lays down next to the bathtub. He follows me everywhere I go.
And so you have no problem. The dog absolutely loves you and adores you. Deal with it, Sandra. I'm going to put you on hold and send you a copy of my book so you can realize just how much that dog loves you. He wants to be with you. He wants to pee on you. You may not like it, so you can either wear a wetsuit when you take him for a walk or follow my advice with a little water bottle with a little ammonia. Spray it when you see another dog, and he'll be attracted to that more than you. And also what you may want to do is when you see another dog, before he has the opportunity to pee on you, you just may want to stop, pat him on the head, give him a lot of attention to let him know that you're aware that there is another dog, but you still love him that much, and he may stop peeing that way as well. 866-870-KRLA, the phone number, 866-870-5752. That is the way to get there. Let me take a quick break and right back at you. And we are back on the Pet Show. I'm Warren Eckstein. The phones are busy. We'll get to all your calls, I promise. Looking forward to meeting you all tomorrow. Looking forward to a great day of actually working with your dogs and helping you resolve their issues and touching and feeling and shaking and hugging and kissing. That's tomorrow. Don't miss it. April 22nd tomorrow at the Sepulveda Basin Off-Leash Dog Park. I'll be there from like 10:30 to like 2-ish. Come on out, say hello. We'll shake my hand. I'll massage your dog. I'll give him a hug. I'll give him a kiss. We got some great gifts to give away as well as answering all your pet and animal questions. Here was my quote, and this is why I suggest that you perhaps follow me on thepetshow.com, either the website or my Facebook page, facebook.com/thepetshow. This is what I put up this morning. This is how I honestly believe. Call me eccentric. Get in line. Sometimes we have to put our human egos aside. There's so much to learn about life, and sometimes the best teachers don't walk upright. I honestly believe that. I'm not a kid anymore. I've trained over 40,000 animals in every single continent, every single country, every single government. And you know what? The majority of things I've learned were from those that don't walk upright. Honesty, respect, survival. Animals, I've learned everything. I got so much to give to them. People say, you give so much to the animals. Well, I don't give anything. They've given me way more. Back to the busy phone lines here. We are going to, let's go to Irene in Sunland. Hey, Irene, welcome to the show.
Warren, yes.
How you doing?
Hi. Oh, I'm doing fine. I have 4 rescued Pomeranians with me right now, and 2 are recent, and they're 2 white Pomeranians.
Are they deaf? Are they deaf?
Actually, one has a blind eye. I took him to the vet.
Yeah.
To give you a free voucher. And they said they're from the same family. They're brothers. I tried to get the sister, but someone picked the girl. I mean, she was perfect, but they didn't adopt all 3, which they should have done.
So now you have 4. You said you have 4 Pomeranians.
Well, yes. One was rescued at Yoruba Valley, and then one was rescued at San Bernardino. And then 2 were rescued at Castaic, and we were trying to get all 3 because they were found all together in actually it was in Newhall, and unfortunately someone adopted the girl, but the goal was to keep the 2 brothers together, All right,
so but I don't want to run out of time. So you have yes. 4 now.
Yes, and they don't know how to take walks. Actually, the littler one. He's learning how to walk. He's doing better. He's doing good. But the other one will just stop. He won't, try to pull, and he's not doing so well with the walking.
Okay, so is that your major question for me? How to get him to walk?
My question was just that I wish I want to comment about Daniel also, but with
I don't listen, Irene. I'm going to run out of time. So I see what's the name of the organization that will help with spaying his cats?
Oh yes, it's the Lucy Pet Foundation.
Absolutely. Listen. I know the Lucy Pet Foundation. They go to a lot of the shelters.
It's free.
Absolutely free. They do a great job. I've been with them where they're doing 30, 50 dogs and cats at a time. So he can go to LucyPetProducts.com or LucyPetFoundation.org. Get that information. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now let me get.
This free. Yeah, and you've got to keep that cat indoors.
Listen,
go out.
That's exactly what I thought. Indoors and spay and neuter. I don't want to run out of time. So in terms of your dog, if you want to get your dog to enjoy walking on a leash and harness, whatever the problems may have been in the past, what you do is you take a harness and you put the harness alongside the dog's food dish or just before you give him a treat. Don't put it on him, just alongside. After a week of that, put it on him, let him eat, take it off. So he doesn't associate anything negative with the harness. Then after you've done that for a little while, you put the harness on, clip a leash on him, let him just walk around around the house with the leash. Little by little, give him treats with that. He'll start enjoying the walking, and you'll be able to get him outside. That's where you need to be at this point.
Perfect. Okay. Thank you for the advice, and I'll bring them tomorrow. I'm going to try to get a helper to help me walk the palms. Okay?
Listen, I got to move on. I can't wait to meet him tomorrow. But anyway, when you come out tomorrow, I'll give you something. I'm also going to send you a copy of my book, How to Get Your Dog to Do What You Want, because it sounds to me like you can really use it. 866-870-KRLA, the phone number, 866-870-5752. Lynn, I'm going to get to you about your Great Dane. Steve, I'm going to get to you about your cat, Nancy in Camarillo, Cheryl in Los Angeles. But here is the bottom line. I will be out tomorrow answering all of your pet and animal questions as well. But also remember this. When I get off the air here at 1 o'clock, I go right across the hall, and I start my national and my Canadian show, which goes to hundreds of cities all over the United States and Canada. I'm going to give you that number in a few minutes. If I don't get to your questions, or if you're driving around right now, or if you can't call at the moment, you're cutting the grass, you're doing this, you're massaging your dog, I'll give you the phone number for the network show, which you guys can start calling at 1 o'clock. And just a reminder, it's the same type of show I'm doing right now. Everything you hear me give away on this show, I'll be giving away on that show. The only difference between that show and this show is the phone number and the fact that it goes all over the United States and Canada. But if you guys live in California, which most of you do, if you call at 1 o'clock, be patient, let it ring and ring. You'll be my first callers because the show starts at 6 minutes after, and you'll be calling at 1 o'clock. I'll give you that number when we come back. But right now, the phone number for here, 866-870-KRLA, 866-870-5752. A quick break, then right back to your phone calls. And we are back on the Pet Show. Let me give you that number for the national show in case you run out of time. Steve, Nancy, Cheryl, Lynn. That phone number is 877-725-8255. I promise you guys will be my first calls. Again, that number, you can start calling at 1 o'clock, but be patient. Let the phone ring. It goes to a different location. 877-725-8255. So if you're driving around, can't get through right now, you're busy, whatever, starting at 1 o'clock, you can call the network show. I give away the same gifts, and that phone number, 877-725-8255. We'll try to get to as many calls as we can. Before that, though, let's go to my friend Tony in Encino. Hey, Tony, welcome to the show. How you doing?
Hey, Warren, how you doing?
I cannot be doing better.
Pardon?
I said I could not be doing better.
Yes, me too. I'm out actually right now picking up the opportunity drawing gifts for our drawing tomorrow at the Friends of the Sepulveda Basin Friends Group. And we're going to have a wonderful drawing. Of course, you're going to be out there. Everybody's been talking about your visit last year and looking forward to it this year. We're expecting a bigger crowd. So we got a lot of sponsors this year. And I just left Red Barn.
My good friends over at Red Barn, huh?
yeah, they said hi. So anyway, they just gave me some gift certificates for tomorrow's opportunity drawing.
Oh, so great.
So thank you for your support and all the advertising you've done for us for this event. It means a lot to our friends group.
Well, listen, I'm hoping for a few things. I'm hoping to meet a lot of people out there tomorrow. I'm hoping to wear my lips out by hugging and kissing as many animals as I possibly can. Not people, just the animals, Tony. And also, I understand that there's some great organizations that will have some animals for adoption as well.
Yeah, I actually added another adoption group today, a rescue called Adopt Me Dog Rescue.
Oh, great.
They're coming as well.
I'm looking forward to seeing it. My good friends at the Brittany Foundation will be there. So it should be a great day. Hopefully we'll find some homes. We got lots of great stuff to give away. And as I said, I try to answer the questions on the phone here. And most of the time I can get through and get many questions answered. But if you really want to spend some more time with me and get to see the mug that talks to you, you can see that tomorrow because we'll be there. Give me the address. Tony, give me the address.
I saw that last year. You spent so much time at our park last year with all the people. They loved it. That's why they're wanting you back. And you're coming to the right place tomorrow, and I hope all your listeners come too if they can make it. It's Earth Day tomorrow. What a better place to spend than at the dog park.
You can't beat that, right? So, Tony, I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. All I request is a bottle of cold water.
We're getting some from Costco today. Not to mention a name like that, but anyway, we're getting bottled waters for everybody.
Hey, Tony, I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to see you tomorrow. I will be there probably. It depends what time I get up, but I'll be there in plenty of time, and I'll stay till I answer everyone's question.
Okay, see you tomorrow morning.
All right, Tony, you have a great day. Take care, and I'm so looking forward to meeting tomorrow. I don't get out as often as I used to. When I lived on the East Coast, it was a different ballgame. I was out all the time at Central Park and Prospect Park in Brooklyn, or doing seminars here, seminars there. I just don't have the same time this. I did. I'm a little bit older, to be honest with you guys, but I'm so looking forward to tomorrow. If you listen to the show, you've been listening to me for what, 33 years, over 33 years. Many of you listen to me here in Southern California. I love to shake your hand, give you a hug, meet your pets, talk about your pets, give you some free gifts. So don't forget, and I know I'm pushing this because I'm not going to be able to do this much more in terms of time schedule wise, but that's tomorrow from like 10:30 on. I will be at the Sepulveda Basin off-leash dog park again. It's located conveniently for everyone at 17550 Victory Boulevard in Encino. If you go to my website, thepetshow.com, there's a link there. I'll give you more information as well. Let me do this. Let me take a break. When we come back, Lynn, Steve, Nancy, Cheryl, I'll try to get to your calls. If for some reason I run out of time, I promise you, you will be my first calls coming. I'm on a network show, so write this number down, as well as anyone out there driving around, or you're busy, you're cutting the grass, you're doing this, you're doing that. Starting at 1 o'clock, here's the number to call, 877-725-8255. Remember, I give away the same gifts. It's the same type of show. As the same question of the day is, have you ever thrown a party for your pets? No one's answered that. I'm going to get you guys tomorrow and find out if you did. But right now, let me take a quick break, then right back to your phone calls. All right, here's my option, guys. I got like 3 minutes before the end of the show. So I can either take your call now, Lynn, Steve, Nancy, Cheryl, and the rest of you, but I may run out of time. So why don't I do this? Lynn, you'll be my first call, I promise. Steve, Nancy, Cheryl. Start calling this number at 1 o'clock. Now, just a reminder, the next show I do is via Radio America. It goes all over the country and Canada. And I walk across the hall, but your phone calls go into the major studio, which is in Washington, D.C. So you can start calling at 1 o'clock, but please, please be patient. Let the phone ring and ring and ring. They will get to your call. And when I see Los Angeles, Long Beach, Camarillo, Los Angeles, I know you guys are calling from California from this show, and you guys will be my first callers on that network show. So here's that phone number. You can start calling at 1 o'clock. It's 877-725-8255, 877-725-8255. That is the way to get through to the show, 877-725-8255. Just a reminder that I'm really looking forward to meeting you all tomorrow at the Sepulveda Off-Leash Dog Basin Park in Encino. If you want more information, or you can click on directions directly from Google by going to my website, thepetshow.com. And the reason I'm looking forward to it, first of all, I love to meet all of your dogs, and I want to answer all of your pet and animal questions, and I want to spend time with you, time that sometimes we don't have on the radio show, but I want to see your faces. I want to see the faces of your dogs and help you cope with some issues you may be having. For example, I see that Nancy in Camarillo has a problem dog. Well, Nancy, bring the dog out tomorrow. We'll resolve the problem. I promise we can do it. So if you have a question about your pet or just want to come out and say hello and get some free items for your best friend, all you need to do is check it out tomorrow. I'll be there from like 10:30-ish till probably 2:30, Sepulveda Dog Basin Park in Encino. Looking forward to meeting you all there tomorrow. Again, the number for the network show, 877-725-8255. But right now, if you have any pain, or even you're not pain, I want you to stay tuned, because coming up is Living Pain-Free with Dr. Mark Darrow, my good friend Nita. Until next week, give all of your pets a big hug and a kiss for you, one right between the ears for me. I'm Warren Eckstein. You've been